Her students, Jai Hind, very good morning. Welcome back to our e-learning program. As you all know, in your second term portion, we are taking the next half of chapter construction. Next half we are taking in our final exam. Now see, dear student, as far as construction is concerned, we are going to target, and as in my first lecture I have explained to you that now we are targeting construction of specific type of quadrilateral, where we have started construction of one particular quadrilateral, that is parallelogram. As you all know that in our last lecture we have started the construction of parallelogram already, but remember one thing very clearly: as far as chapter 9 and construction of parallelogram is concerned, please be sure about one very important thing. Understand, in today's lecture number 2, to be more precise, okay, as far as construction of parallelogram is concerned, as you all know, parallelogram, we have actually in this particular section, you have to construct parallelogram under given three conditions. Understand, as much as possible we will try to cover in this particular lecture. First type you have already done, that is construction of parallelogram when you are given two adjacent side and one diagonal, if you can remember it. That was construction of parallelogram of first type, where two adjacent sides were given. I am just noting down the data for you. We have already done type 1, in which two adjacent sides were given. Understand, two adjacent side and one diagonal is given. That is the type we have already done. Now we are targeting the second type. In second type of construction, no doubt it is definitely a construction of parallelogram only, but we are going to construct parallelogram in type 2 under some different conditions. I just mentioned the general criteria. When you are targeting construction of type 2, that means you are given two adjacent sides. You are given two adjacent sides and included angle. This is the general statement that now we are going to take construction of parallelogram under condition number 2, when you are given only two adjacent sides and one included angle will be given. There may be, dear student, we will discuss as we will move ahead in this construction. You may be given included angle, or to confuse you and just twist your mind, sometime you may be given excluded angle. We will definitely discuss about both these type as we move ahead. in today's topic of construction. Okay, so dear student, first be very precise regarding the data which is given. We are going to construct parallelogram under one another condition. Okay, let me write question for you. Okay, what is the condition for today's construction? That means you are going to construct a parallelogram in which you will be simply given two adjacent side and you will be given included angle. That can happen that you may be given included angle or you may be given excluded angle. Let me write statement for you. This is the statement. Construct, please note down with me. Construct parallelogram ABCD. Construct parallelogram ABCD in which construct parallelogram ABCD in which AB equal to 5 centimeter, then you are given BC equal to 6 centimeter and angle D. I am intentionally not taking a simple statement because here I want to explain you that how construction can be twisted. Okay, and angle D equal to 120 degree. Okay, sorry, 60 degree. Now, as you all know, the properties of parallelogram that we have revised and we have also discussed in detail in our chapter number 1. Which were those properties? If you can remember, opposite sides are parallel and congruent. Second one, opposite angles are congruent. Third one, diagonals bisect each other. So you are, dear student, already knowing three properties of parallelogram. One by one, each and every property is getting utilized when you are performing the construction of parallelogram. Here, to be more precise, let us draw the rough sketch of parallelogram. Rough sketch is actually a miniature of the real construction which will give you an idea that how we are going to construct ABCD. AB has been given 5 centimeter, BC has been given 6 centimeter, angle D is not given, but angle D has been given 60 degree. Now, dear student, before you start construction, you all know very well that opposite sides are equal in parallelogram. That means AB equal to CD. AB is 5 centimeter, CD is also 5 centimeter. Similarly, AD and BC are also equal. When you say that BC equal to 6 centimeter, it simply means that AD is 6 centimeter. So first property of parallelogram you have already utilized in just constructing a simple parallelogram. Now Second property, opposite angles are congruent. So if D is 60 degree, B is also 60 degree. Here, when you are targeting the two sides AB and BC, this is called included angle. This is called excluded angle. Please mind this. If you are given already this angle, you do not have to worry much about. But when you are given the excluded angle, you have to utilize the second property, that opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. That property you need to target. Okay. So rough sketch has been done. Now simply let us start constructing the parallelogram. Okay, we will start with construction of BC first. As you all know, BC of how much centimeter? 6 centimeter. Please draw BC with me. BC of 6 centimeter. After you draw BC of 6 centimeter, now your target remains to construct this particular angle, that is at B we have to construct an angle of 60 degree, and for that purpose you all know very well that center your compass at B, take some appropriate radius and draw such arc. I am not utilizing my pair of compass because that I was utilizing in online lecture before we met live in offline classroom, so that I can just give you how to utilize pair of compass properly. But in our offline lecture, when we revised, you will come to know that how to utilize the pair of compass. Centering your compass at B and taking some appropriate radius, draw an arc. Keeping the same radius, center your compass here and draw another arc. Now, as you all know very well, draw a line passing through that. Draw a ray, passing through that. Let me call it ray BX. Now our target is to get point A on ray BX, and for that purpose I have to take radius of 5 centimeters. So please do it. First you take radius of 5 centimeter. After taking radius of 5 centimeter, center, you first you do it with me. Okay, take radius of 5 centimeter, center your compass at point B and draw an arc of circle to intersect ray BX, which will give you point A. Understand? So point A you have already got. Now it is a question of just getting point D, and for that purpose one arc you will draw from C by taking radius of 5 centimeter, as you know. Then you will draw another arc from by taking center A and radius 6 centimeter to draw another arc. So let us center compass at C. taking radius of 5 centimeter, draw an arc. Okay, please draw it with me. Then just draw it. Then take radius of 6 centimeter, center your compass at A and draw another arc. Both arc will intersect at point D. One arc you will try from C, taking radius of 5 centimeter. One arc you will target from A, taking radius of 6 centimeter. You will see both the arcs are intersecting at point D. Now you just join line segment AD and then you join line segment CD. So this is the way you will construct parallelogram under this condition when two adjacent sides are given and one it may you will be given included angle, may you will be given excluded angle. Understand? You even excluded angle is given. You can compare and you can apply that second property of parallelogram which says that opposite angle are congruent. So if angle B is not given, which is essential for you for complete construction of parallelogram, but D is given, so D and B are already congruent angles as you all know. Okay. Now dear student, let us write the steps of construction. You will also continue to write with me. We will continue this way. The first step, you all know very well, draw line segment BC of 6 centimeter. Please note down all steps with me. Draw line segment BC of 6 centimeter. Then dear student, as we have constructed here angle of 60 degree, you just have to mention about this particular ray. Okay. So your next step, draw ray BX such that, please note down this, such that angle B equals to 60 degree. Okay. This is the second step. Third step, as you know, you have taken B as center and you have taken radius of 5 centimeter to draw an arc which intersect ray BX at point A. Okay. So the step will be draw an arc of a circle, draw an arc of a circle taking B as the center, taking B as center and radius, please note down with me, radius 5 centimeter, which intersect which intersect ray BX at A. Now the fourth step, when you write, you all know very well. We have taken radius of 5 centimeter and we have centered compass at point C. So C will be the center for us. So you will write this way: draw an arc of a circle taking C as a center and a radius 5 centimeter. After you have drawn this arc, you have centered your compass at A, and by taking radius of 6 centimeter you have drawn another arc. So your step will be like this: draw an arc of a circle. Draw an arc of a circle taking, please be precise, taking A as center and radius 6 centimeter, as you all know, which intersect which intersect you have to write here previous arc at point D. So this way you got point D already. And the last step, you all know, we just have to join line segment AD and CD to accomplish the construction. So this is like this: draw line segment AD and the line segment CD. So this way the construction of parallelogram is over under given particular condition. Please check this, how we have uh, uh, constructed parallelogram under this condition. The rough sketch is the miniature copy of the real construction which you are going to accomplish. So you will immediately come to know. Understand, it's not so difficult. So this is, dear student, construction of parallelogram under another condition, that is two adjacent side and included angle is given. Okay, now you must have written the step with me. Now we are going to target, no doubt, construction of parallelogram only, but under some different conditions. Okay, we are going to target under some different conditions. So dear student, we have completed construction of parallelogram under condition number 2, that is when two adjacent sides are given and one either included or it may be excluded angle is given. Okay, so after completing this construction of parallelogram, now we are going to target uh, type 3, where also you will construct parallelogram but under some different conditions. Understand what is that condition? So you will construct parallelogram when diagonals were given, diagonals are given, and not only both the diagonals are given, but at the same time angle between them is also given. Angle between them is also given. This is very important that you are going to take construction of parallelogram in which diagonals are given, not only that, but angle between diagonal is also given. Here, dear student, when we are going to perform this type of construction, what is going to be a very important property? So that will be the third property of parallelogram. What is that? That diagonal bisect each other. Understood? That property is going to be very useful in such type of construction. Understand? You will be given in this construction two diagonal, okay, and you will also be given angle between them. Suppose I am writing the question here, draw parallelogram ABCD such that, please note down, such that diagonal AC equal to 6 centimeter and the diagonal BD equal to 8 centimeter and angle between them, means between the diagonal, is 60 degree. This is what we are going to target. Understand? So how we move? Because here, dear student, suppose I just draw the rough sketch of this type of construction. See, suppose this. This will be parallelogram ABCD. You are given two diagonal AC and BD, and you are given the angle between the two diagonals. So the angle between two diagonal is already 60 degree. So at least all this angle you can mention, all these are going to be 60 degree. And as you all know that if you construct parallelogram in such a way, the diagonal are slanting. So let us start with diagonal AC, which is already given 6 centimeter. Understand? So dear student, first let us continue with construction diagonal AC. Please note down with me, of 6 centimeter. You got diagonal AC of 6 centimeter, and now a very important factor. You have to get the midpoint of diagonal AC. So I am just now explaining you one very important fact. May you have studied it in previous standard also, but here you need to concentrate on it. Okay, what we have to do, understand? So we have to target. We have already drawn diagonal AC. Now our target is to get a midpoint of diagonal AC, and for that purpose please take radius of AC, center your compass at A. Please take radius of AC, center compass at A, one arc here and one arc here. One arc in that half plane, one arc in this half plane, now centering, keeping the same radius, centering at C, one arc from here and one arc from here. Now you just join it dotted. This will give you midpoint of AC. Okay, you must have studied in previous standard. Maybe it is called perpendicular bisector. Okay. Now, first we have constructed AC. Taking perpendicular bisector, we have got point M. Now, this angle we are targeting, angle of 60 degree. So, center your compass at point M. Take some appropriate radius and draw an arc. Keeping the same radius, center your compass and cut this arc. And please draw a ray passing from this. You may call it ray BX. And then extend the ray in opposite direction. Straight, dear student. You can call it X dash. Okay. And now, as you all know, diagonal bisect each other. So if BD is 8, this is 4 and this is also 4. AC, so you have already drawn. MD is also 4 and BM is also 4, as you all know. So take radius of 4 centimeter. Okay. You have to take radius of 4 centimeter. Center your compass at M. Draw an arc to intersect ray MX and you will get point D. Then keeping the same center and same radius, draw another arc and you will get point B. And now you just join A, B, C and D. This is the way your parallelogram construction is over. Okay. Is it clear in your mind? You must have drawn construction. The steps we are writing now. Okay. First you complete the construction. First step. Draw a C of 6 centimeter. Next step, as you all know, perpendicular bisector of AC. So you will write this way. Draw, please note down, draw perpendicular bisector of AC and obtain its midpoint. Obtain its midpoint M. That is the second step. Then, dear student, you have taken this angle as 60 degree and for that you have constructed ray MX. So your third step, draw, you can mention this way, draw ray MX, understood, such that angle M equal to 60 degree. Then the fourth step, dear student, as you all know that as we have drawn ray MX, we have constructed its opposite ray. That this is called opposite. These are called opposite ray. So you can mention, draw ray MX dash. Understand? You do not have to mention it is opposite ray. Just draw ray MX dash. Okay. Now fifth step you all know very well. What we have done? We have drawn an arc. Draw an arc of a circle with, you have taken M as center. You must be knowing it, okay? With M as a center and radius, as you all know, 4 centimeter. 4 centimeter which cut or intersect ray mx at point D. Okay, and then the sixth step that you will write for here. Again, you will mention draw an arc of a circle with M as a center again and radius again 4 centimeter which cut or intersect this ray mx dash at point B. And at last, dear student, you all know, draw line segment AB, BC, CD and DA. Understand? This way, your construction under this different condition has been over. Okay, here you are conditioned as two diagonals were given, an angle between the two diagonal has been given, and how you have targeted, as you all know. First you just have a quick look at this and we will just take some revision of that. Okay, steps are written already. Now what we have done first, as from the rough sketch, draw line segment AC. Then to obtain midpoint M of AC, we have to construct perpendicular bisector of AC. For that, AC radius, center at 2 arc, keeping same radius, center at C2 arc, the dotted line will intersect AC at this point, so we got M. Now between the two diagonal there is an angle of 60 degree which you have to construct. For that purpose, center M, taking some appropriate radius and arc intersecting from here and drawing ray mx and then extending it back, mx dash as the opposite ray. Diagonal bisect each other, so BD will be bisected at point M. BM is 4, DM is 4. So draw an arc of circle taking M as center and radius 4 centimeter. Draw an arc which intersect ray MX at point D. Same center, same radius, draw another arc of a circle which intersects mx dash at point B. Then you simply have to join AB, BC, CD and AD. Okay, so this way construction of parallelogram is over. First, precisely observe all three types of parallelogram which we have seen. We have taken three types of construction of parallelogram where particularly all three properties got utilized. The first property of parallelogram got utilized in type 1 construction where it has been mentioned construction of parallelogram when two adjacent side and one diagonal is given. Then we have targeted type 2 construction of parallelogram when two adjacent side and included or maybe excluded angle has been given. Then we targeted construction of parallelogram where diagonals are given and angle between the two diagonal has been given. So dear student, as far as construction is concerned, when we are taking the second half of the construction, be very precise. Today in our lecture we have already completed construction of parallelogram under three different conditions. Now in next lecture we are going to construct another quadrilaterals like rectangle, square, trapezium, rhombus, etc. So whenever you are targeting any specific type of construction, you have to be very sure regarding their specific properties. Okay, be keep properties of quadrilateral in mind. Here, when you are targeting the construction of parallelogram, means all properties of parallelogram needs to be in your mind. That will help you to construct parallelogram in any condition very easily. Okay, so I hope you understood the construction of parallelogram. Understand in two lectures all three types. Okay, dear student, thank you very much.